Yes, I'm going back to calorie counting, and let me tell you why. Okay, so I was doing some reflecting on 2024, and I came to the realization, well, first, let me just say, in the year of 2024, I lost 10 pounds. So great weight loss, my first weight loss in several years. But as I was looking back at my weigh-ins on my Fitbit app, I realized I hit 10 pounds down in May. For my May weigh-in, I hit 10 pounds down. And I was super excited and I was on a roll. I was doing great for the first 5 months. And then the whole rest of the year, I went up and down, up and down, up and down, and then ended up right back at 10 pounds down. I was like, well, what was I doing in the first 5 months of last year to make that progress? And calorie counting. I was calorie counting for the first essentially 4 whole months of the year. And I think I calorie counted a lot in May too. And that's when I saw the success. I was calorie counting. I was eating exactly what I wanted. It didn't matter if the ingredients were good or bad. I was like having Pop-Tarts for a snack. I was, eating things that I wanted and just tracking the calories. I just boiled it down to that. It was that basic. It was, am I hungry? What do I want? And if it fits in my calorie range, I could eat it. That was it. And it worked. And I don't know what happened throughout the month of May, but I was looking back at my old YouTube videos around that time, and at the beginning of June, I was like, I'm gonna try intuitive eating because I feel like that's better for long-term for me mentally. Apparently, I must have been struggling with calorie counting throughout May. In the beginning of June, I told YouTube, I was like, I'm going to try intuitive eating, and we're gonna see if it works and see if I can make progress with it. And clearly, in the last half of the year, I did not make any progress. I ended up at the exact same weight to the 1/10 of a pound as I was when I weighed in at the beginning of May. So I've decided to go back to calorie counting because of that. I am going to strip it back down to the basics. Another thing, and when I say back to the basics, I say that in reference to I always end up falling back into this mindset where I feel guilty about the types of foods I'm eating, like Pop-Tarts or candy or, the chemical filled foods that our government feeds us and allows us to eat. And, I know that a whole food diet or eating mostly whole foods is better. But unfortunately, I was raised in a time where we enjoyed Pop-Tarts and cereal and things like that. And I crave that stuff sometimes and I want it sometimes. And I go through this cycle where I feel guilty. I'm not eating any of that junk. I'm only eating things with good ingredients. And then that's what led me, I think, back into having issues. The second half of the year was trying to eat too clean, and then I feel deprived, so then I overeat. I eventually end up overeating on sweets and junk food, and it's just this cycle. So whenever I was calorie counting earlier last year, I was eating what I wanted, and some days I ate way low calories because I was also listening to my body and my hunger cues, and I was serving myself smaller portions, and then being okay, I'm gonna eat half the portion I would normally eat. See if I'm still hungry. And if I am, I'll get more. But if not, we'll just let it sit. And there were some days where I only ate 13 or 1400 calories. Then there were other days where I ate 2000. So the weekly count would kind of even itself out. And I would get some comments on here. I got some comments saying what you're eating is junk. It's going to kill you. It's going to give you cancer. And that I took those to heart. And I was they're right. I need to stop eating like this. And I'm not gonna care. Something is gonna kill us all one day, and if having some Pop-Tarts or some junky cereal or some McDonald's is gonna kill me, then oh well. I mean, they spray our foods with all kinds of pesticides anyways, so who knows if fruits and vegetables are even cancer free, I don't know. So we're going back to the basics. We are calorie counting. My goal is to stay under 2000, and I don't have a minimum. I'm just listening to my hunger cues, and I'm gonna eat what I want. Now, around that time period, I was trying to throw in maybe some edamame or some chickpeas, or throw on just a mandarin orange with my lunch or my dinners and things. So I might do that too, but I'm just not going to overthink it too much in that regard. But yeah, we're stripping it down to the basics: calorie counting, eating what I want, listening to my hunger cues. So this is going to be a calorie counting what I eat in a day video, and my goal, and I need you guys to keep me accountable. If in 3 or 4 months I come on here and I'm I can't calorie count anymore, I have to intuitive eat, be no, remember your video. My goal is to calorie count until I hit my goal weight. and then maybe even after, I don't know, but I have to do it at least until I hit my goal weight. So you guys have to keep me accountable and be like, Abby, you said you would calorie count until you hit your goal weight. Calorie count, suck it up, push through it, and just do it. So that's the plan. Yeah, so that's the update. I am back to calorie counting, so if you guys are calorie counters, I hope you're excited to see some calorie counting content. I'm gonna go make my breakfast because I do have to leave for church in a little bit, and I will show you what that is as soon as I'm done. Hey guys, so I just made my breakfast and I'm walking to church today. I just didn't feel like cleaning off my car, and the roads don't look like they've been touched quite yet. There's just a dusting, but it was like warm yesterday, so stuff melted, and I just didn't know if they'd be icy or not, so I'm like, I'm just gonna walk to church. It's not that far, but I'm gonna eat my breakfast as I walk. So I made a slice of sourdough toast. I did my best to figure out the calories for this. So according to my calculations, the slice of toast is about 170, and I put on pure like Kerrygold butter, and I measured this out the first time I was counting calories like a couple days ago, and just to get an idea, I was like, I don't know how much butter I put on a piece of toast, so I measured it and then I tracked it, and now I just get the same amount of butter, like eyeball it, and I just track the calories I calculated the first day. So it's about 10 grams of butter that I use on a slice, and that's 70 calories, so that makes a total of 240 for this breakfast. That's kind of like what I'm gonna do like later with when I make my burrito for lunch. I measured everything out the first day, and now I'll just try to eyeball it and get about the same amount every time. And I'm not gonna like weigh it out every single day because that would lead me to fail, because weighing things out is annoying. So if I just weigh things out every now and then, it won't seem as big of a chore. And even if I'm off by like a little bit of calories, I don't think it's gonna be that big of a deal. So yeah, I'm gonna eat my toast, walk to church, and I'll check in with you guys. We're back from church, making a burrito. It is like 12:30. I got a ride back home, so I didn't have to walk home in the snow. And then when I got here, I just shoveled the sidewalks real quick because I need to have it cleared for daycare tomorrow. So I just did all that. I ran out of salt though, so fingers crossed that like all the salting and shoveling I did is enough for at least tomorrow. And we'll see if, I don't know if I can make it out tomorrow to get salt or not, but we'll see. But we are gonna make a burrito. I'll just go through the process today and show ya. So I already portioned out my chicken. So right here, and then I'm gonna put on some of this Taco Bell Chipotle. It's creamy Chipotle. I might need to go get another bottle of it. It seems to be almost gone. Oh no, I need a plate. Hold on. Okay, I got my plate. Now I like to put some on the plate to dip it in, but this is almost gone. So what I usually do when I get to the end, I just take a rubber spatula and scoop out as much as I can. And then I have another one on hand. So even if I don't use this, I'm still going to open it, pull the tab off, and just stick it with my, did I show you my little, like, this is my little container. I keep my rice in here, and I keep my chicken in here, and I keep the sauce in here. So like when I'm ready to make my burritos, I just pull this out, I get one of my tortillas, and we're ready to roll. So this is how I keep myself organized with all of this. But I might need to use some of this, I might not, but I'm still gonna have it open and ready. And I always have extra bottles of this in the cupboard. I've been trying lately to keep like extra like food stuff or extra toiletries just already in the cupboard, so that when I run out, I have it, and then I will just throw it on the Walmart order and order it. But like I still have it because I've had a backup. So I have my backup Taco Bell sauce. So I'm gonna like get the rest out of this, and then we'll be right back. All right, so I have my dipping portion, and then I mix up the chicken, and then I need to add the rice. So this is the Spanish rice that I made last week. All right, that's about enough. Mix that up. And then I'm going to warm up my skillet here. I got this cast iron, and then I'm gonna warm that up while I warm up my chicken and rice, and I do heat up my tortilla so it's easier to fold. So I'll be back once I'm done heating all of this up. My tortilla is warm, so I'm gonna fill in. So I also added in, I don't know if you can see, like the little Flamin' Hot Fritos. I crunch those up and stick them in the mixture after I've warmed it up, just to give it some crunch and some extra flavor. Just put all this in there. All right. This is always the tricky part because I'm not the best at folding it up. Sometimes I put a little too much of the chicken and rice in Fritos so it doesn't fold right. Sometimes I don't put enough in there. It's not as full. I feel like today might be a little too full, but I think it's gonna be okay. Okay, so here it is. I'm gonna spray it and stick it on the skillet and like grill it on each side. There it is. You hear it sizzling. So good. All right, guys, so it's been cooking for a few minutes and it's pretty toasted well on that side. So I'm just gonna flip it over to this side next and then we'll be back for the next side. Okay, guys, I got distracted. I kind of burnt the top a little bit and I cooked this side and now I'm cooking this side. And this is usually around the time when I fill up my Mountain Dew. So I have the ice in my cup. I got distracted because like, I think TikTok's alive again. It got banned last night at like 10:45 Eastern time. And I just hopped back on and it was there. So that distracted me. Anyways, filling up my Mountain Dew, letting this other side cook. Still not quite done. But yeah, I got distracted and I burnt it a little bit, but it's fine. It'll still taste good. Usually it stands up by itself and I don't have to hold it, but it's being difficult. All right, I'm going to go experiment some more on TikTok and see what is happening. I need to fill this up more. Okay, now I cooked this side a little bit and now I'm cooking this side. It's getting burnt because I'm so unfocused on this thing and I might have the skillet too high, but we're going to just quit with the grilling right now. I don't think I even filled up the rest of my Mountain Dew. There it is. Okay. All right, there's lunch. I need to clean up my skillet. I need to get like warm soapy water. They said to like clean it immediately and then like spread some oil on it. So that's what I've been doing. If anybody knows like what's going to happen if I don't clean my cast iron skillet after every time I use it. Because that's what I've been doing. I've been getting like a dish rag with warm soapy water, scrubbing it, drying it, and then seasoning it with oil. So let me know. Anyways, sorry if that water's loud. I'm trying to let it warm up. But TikTok, I just posted a video just to see what would happen. You're going to see this like way after, so who knows what will even be the case when this video actually gets posted. But like, it posted my video. I don't know if anybody can see it. I'm going to see. Like, I'm not that big of a person on TikTok. I have like 15,000 followers, but my videos don't get a lot of interaction. Hold on. I just posted a random video of me talking to see if anybody was out there. I want to see if anybody's alive on TikTok. I haven't gotten anything yet, but yeah, so what I do, I just get like I just put warm soapy water on this and then clean it, and then I dry it with a towel. I'll be back when it's dry. And then I just take a paper towel once it's dry I put some avocado oil on there, and then I just kind of do this. I don't know if I should be doing something different to care better for my cast iron. Let me know, or if I don't even need to be doing this, please tell me, because I just think I maybe watched a TikTok. Sorry if that was loud. A TikTok about it, and like TikTok, I know a lot of people don't like TikTok, but I don't know. I just feel like it's just such a different platform, and you can learn so much on there, and I feel like you're able to communicate so much better on there. And I personally just don't like the ban. The biggest reason is because I feel like it's a huge government overreach. Like, I don't like that. I think the government needs to be seen as little as possible and heard as little as possible. Like, get out of our business. Like, y'all can't even do your jobs right, but you're worried about TikTok. Like, there's other priorities here. That's my opinion. But anyways, I'm gonna go enjoy my lunch, and I will check in with you next time I eat. This has been like a really weird video because of the TikTok ban, and that's like all I can think about. Maybe that is silly, but it's true. It's a big thing. So it's been a little while. It's about 4 o'clock. I've been busy cleaning, making tortillas, and now I'm ready to take a break, and I'm gonna have a little snack. Oh, but before I show you that, I want to say the burrito, I forgot to tell you the calories. And if in these videos, if it takes me a little while to get used to telling you the count again, just ask in the comments if you want to know something specific. But the burrito I track as 600 calories. I weighed it out. The first time it came out to be about 571, but I just rounded it up to 600 just in case I would weigh in, not weigh in, but like put in a little bit more chicken or Taco Bell sauce. I was like, I'll just round it up to 600. So that's what I did. So 600 for that. And then I'm going to have a pack of the chocolate fudge Pop-Tarts, and they are frozen. I just took them out of the freezer. I love frozen Pop-Tarts because they just get really cold, but they're still kind of soft. They're not like hard, and it's really good. So I'm going to eat those, and that is about 400 calories. So I think that puts me like around 1,200 at this point. I'm not 100% sure. But I'm just going to enjoy this little snack, and I'm not totally sure what I'm going to have for dinner, but we'll see what I end up getting hungry for, how hungry I get, and we'll be back for that. It's time for dinner, and I'm trying something new. I went to the store yesterday, and I was just looking for something like easy. So I came across this microwave meal. It says EVOL. So I don't know if it's supposed to be like love spelled backwards or like evil. It kind of sounds like evil. I don't know what the branding is, and it's supposed to be like, it's in like the healthier versions of things section in the freezer section at Walmart. But it is a butternut squash ravioli stuffed with ricotta cheese, butternut squash with kale and roasted tomatoes, and sage and roasted garlic sauce. So I did heat it up in the microwave. You can do it in the oven, but like it takes like 45 minutes, and that is not quick and easy. So here's what it looks like. I'm gonna kind of mix it up. See if it is any good. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 raviolis in here. And this is 330 calories. It's annoying because the box, 330. When I scan it in Fitbit, it says 310. So I just changed it around a little bit. Like instead of it saying 1 package, I switched it to ounces and like kept increasing it until it got close to 330 because I wanted my calories to be right. I know 20 calories isn't a big deal, but I don't know. I just wanted to be accurate. It's not bad. I don't know if I've ever eaten a butternut squash. It's kind of has a sweet flavor to it. But it's pretty good. I like it. It has some like onions in here too, which never used to be big. I don't know if that's an onion. Hold on. Here's an onion. I can't get it. Never used to be big on onions, but I think it's an onion. It's an onion, but I kind of like them now. Here's what it looks like. It's actually really good. I'm kind of bummed that I didn't get more. They have other meals, but this was the only one. Okay, there were some other ones that I thought I would like, but they were higher in calorie, and I just didn't want to have high calorie things right now for my dinners because I'm really on like a Pop-Tart kick, and like I just really want sweets. So I'm trying to do the lower calorie meal, like breakfast and dinners, so I can have more room for my burrito and some snacks. So yeah, very good. Thumbs up. I'm gonna go finish it. And I'll be back for my dessert. I'm super excited. I've been loving this dessert. It's so good. But you will see what it is in like. Alright guys, it is time for dessert. It's a little after 8 and I made sourdough discard chocolate chip cookies. And this is what I've been having for desserts most nights, and it's just so good. Like, look at this cookie. It's so good. Okay. And then of course I have some milk because you need milk with your cookies. So this cookie is just under 300 calories. So it's definitely a little high calorie, but it's worth it. I don't really care. And the milk is about 50-ish calories. So it's a 350 calorie dessert. And it does put me at 1920 for calories today. which is like a little bit high, but like it's fine. It's fine. I don't mind. I am eating things that I want, and I'm staying in a good calorie range. I maybe could, you know, only eat one Pop-Tart instead of two. Like maybe tomorrow I'll try to eat one, but in my head I'll be like, let's start with one, and if you really want another one, you can go back and get it. And that way I'm like, I would be 200 calories less. I'd be in the 1700s right now, instead of the 1900s. And that is like, I'd like to stay more towards the 1700s. But I also don't want to force myself to right now at this point, because then I'll just like feel like I'm depriving myself. But if I take the whole pack, I'm going to eat them both. Like I'm not going to go put one back. So we might try that tomorrow if I feel like having Pop-Tart. But I've been doing calorie counting. I committed to it earlier this week. Today's Sunday, and I think I kind of committed to it maybe last Sunday or Monday, and this is the fourth day I've tracked, so, or maybe the fifth day, I don't know. There were like 2 or 3 days I didn't track in the last week. I kind of started off, then I didn't, and then I don't know. But this is the 3rd or 4th day in a row that I have, so I feel a lot better about doing it. I'm excited to see what progress I can make in the next couple months. Yeah, so I'm gonna go enjoy this on the couch, and this is gonna end the video. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, tell me your thoughts, and press that subscribe button if you haven't already. We're getting kind of close to 3K over here, guys, so it would really help me out if you could subscribe. I would appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in my next video.